All right, we come to you today from Sohudaya Farms. We're going to start the process, prepping the ground. As you see right now, as you pan over, we've got the dirt tilled up several different times. We're going to start putting down the lime, fertilizer, and the organic cow manure. If you look here, we've got the organic humus, manure. We've got the typical pellet lime, and we've got Turf Pro 1010. It's going to help the process of growing. Hopefully we give you a good crop this year. We're trying a new process. We're going to do water irrigation system this year. As you can see over here, the machine that we have here, to save money and keep the plants healthy, we're going to do drip line irrigation. This saves on, it's economically friendly, it's eco-friendly, and it goes directly to the root of the plant. It saves water and diseases of rainwater that goes on the plant. It goes directly to the root system. So hopefully throughout this we'll show you the process of it so you can get familiarized with what Sohudaya Farms do to get you your fresh vegetables. Thanks. Making a few passes to see if our height is correct. We want to get a good, at least 4 to 5 inches. That's that good soil. That's that good soil. Completed, laying down the drip line and the black plastic. We pan over, we got 10 rows. We're going to do some cover crops over here. But this is what a finished product look like. We got all the way down 300 feet, 10 rows. In the next couple of days, it's going to rain in the next couple of days, so after that, we're going to start putting our starter plants in, and hopefully, we'll get going. You'll enjoy what you see. Catch you next time. Plastic, this is where our water is going to flow through. We're going to put a main header line in the middle so it can split both sides, 150 feet this way, 150 feet that way. But at the end of them, instead of capping them off, all we do is take it and tie it off. That way, when you tie it off, it keeps the water from flowing on the outside. Saves a little bit of money. Instead of buying the end pieces, it works just as well. But we're going to go through the process, tie all the ends on both ends. Then we'll show the rest of the process of laying the header lines, going from the well pump to the field. We'll show you the rest later. All right, this is our main header line that we're going to run. If you pan that way, we're going to run all the way across the field. And this is a 2-inch tube that each individual drip line is going to go into. We got plugs that goes into these. I'm capping the end off because the water is going to run from the well all the way to this end. And we cap it up in about C-clamps so we can tighten it down so it won't come off when the water flows come through it. But as you can see, this is our main header line where the water is going to flow through. Hopefully we'll get 8 to 10 pounds of pressure of water to flow through here so we can go to each line. We're going to roll it all the way out and see how this works. And once we get it split out, we'll show you the rest of it. All right, we got the well pump hooked up. I do not have the filtration system or the pressure gauge hooked up because I just want to see my flow of water. I've got it scaled to a 2-inch fitting so I can get full flow. I've got it running all the way from the pump house. I had to put an elbow there because I had to make this turn. And as you can see, It's filled up pretty good. And that's what we want. We want proper flow to go all the way through. To make sure that all the lines get proper water. Then I had to put another elbow right here, 2-inch elbow, so I can go all the way across. So it looks like the hose is filled up pretty good. I'm getting good pressure, I believe. We'll know more once I get the hoses, or should I say the drip lines, filled up. And we'll go see how much water we got coming out at the end. So the drip lines are all the way across our plastic. And we'll be running drip lines on these rows as well, but without the plastic, because we don't need plastic on certain plants. So, and here's the end of our drip line, and as you can see, that's a 2-inch piping. So we got the clean fresh water that's coming all the way through, which is good stuff. Then we'll cap that off. That's why we got the cap, so the water won't flow, so we get more pressure behind it. And then we'll start plugging our drip lines, and we'll do that in a minute. Say hello.
Hello.
All right, we'll show you more later. Earlier we were showing you how we pulled our main header line, so we can connect to our drip lines that's running horizontal. These are the connectors for the drip lines. I'm going to show you how the process this works, so we can get water flowing 150 that way, 150 that way. And it's pretty simple. What you want to do is guard your drip line underneath the plastic. Put the hole back. Once you get your drip line, what you're going to do is cut a piece. Kind of evenly. Simple process. Then you have a connector piece where you want to take your black drip line, and it just slips easily over the cover. Once you slip it over the cover, you have a locking mechanism where you can lock the drip line in place so you don't have any leakage. And I tell you to make sure you keep your valves upright, because your flat line has to lay a certain way. In order to get your hose in here, you have another beveled piece. And what you do there is take your puncher, line up where you want it, and it's got a sharp piece in it. This, of course, is plastic. What you do is just screw back and forth. Of course, water's going to come out. I got a little water in there. And once you take it, push the other piece in, and there you go. And of course, you lock the other end down. Make sure you don't have no leakage. Now, you might have a little bit of leakage. That's going to be normal. A little is better than a lot. And that's how you assemble it. Now, we went with the mechanism where you can turn the water off and off individually at the drip line, because I want to control each and every line. Instead of all of it being water, I wanted to have the ability to control water flow to each and every one of my lines of plants. So that's why we did it individually when we have cutoff valves. But that's how we're doing it. We're going to finish this up, and we'll make sure that we get it to you. Fresh vegetables, Sohudaya Farms.